I accidentally hit 10,000 followers on LinkedIn with AI, and in this video, I'm going to show you how exactly did I do that. Hi, I'm Jayant. I'm a scientist and salesman. We help coaches, consultants, freelancers, and marketing agencies get 30 to 50 high-ticket clients every single month, or you don't pay. I have been pretty active with my personal brand. It's been a while that I have been posting content. I have been active on YouTube. We are about to hit 20,000 subscribers, and because of which I have met some really cool people like Sabri Subi or Alex Hormozi. But this time, I decided to crack LinkedIn. Many of the clients I work with, coaches, consultants, marketing agencies, they say that their target market hangs out on LinkedIn more than anywhere else. A lot of business owners are on LinkedIn, a lot of professionals are on LinkedIn, a lot of professionals who the coaches target. So I thought like, hey, why not just give it a shot? And I had no clue how it will work out, but I had to figure something out. So here was the plan to grow my LinkedIn audience. One, create content. Two, post content and just keep posting them. So step one, create content. Now I totally understand creating content is absolutely hard. You need to think about your audience's problems, pain points, blah blah blah. It just takes a lot of time. To create consistent content, I use something called as make.com. So as you can see on the screen, this is how the workflow looks like, and let me just show you how the backend looks like. So this is the entire make.com workflow. Let me explain what happens in this make.com automation. So in this Google Sheet, I have added some of my data. Who do I serve? Coaches, marketing agencies, freelancers. Which country do they belong to? What are the top problems they are facing? I have listed down all the problems. What are the top topics of my expertise that actually helps them? Now, the way I have designed it is like I can put any client's details here and it can throw content, all right? Then this data gets passed on to OpenAI, which creates a lot of titles. For example, if I show you content, you'll find a lot of topics, right? These are all the topics that it creates. And each of these topic gets listed in this Google Sheet in the second tab. And the topic again goes back to OpenAI to create the content on that particular topic. So this is how the automation works. To show you a demo, here's what I'll do. I'll just hit run once. It got some input. Now, as you can see, I'll keep seeing titles being populated, and see, there's title, and then right next to it, there is a content, right? It creates 31 to 32 pieces of content at a single stretch, which is a pretty decent amount of content to begin with. Now, the good thing is I have refined this particular bot to an extent that it writes like me and it creates certain content that are designed to go viral. In fact, this exact system has been trained over I think 12, 13 of my posts which have actually done well in LinkedIn and some other creators who have done. Now, if you want access to this particular bot, check the description of this particular video and you can download all my AI resources and one of them is this workflow, right? So there you go. We are creating a lot more content now and this kind of solved the content creation issue. But here was the second problem. I created a bunch of content, but I had no idea how to post on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn hates automating content posting. I've understood that if you ever use an external tool to schedule content or post content on LinkedIn, the reaches just die down. I mean, they are coming pretty hard on automations and any kind of robots trying to scrape their platform. So I totally get it. So I could not find any tool that can reliably post content on LinkedIn and the reach and make sure that the reach doesn't go down. So I had to do it manually. So that brings us to step number 2, which is posting content. For posting content, here's how I went about it. I use LinkedIn's default schedule method. So if you go to LinkedIn right here, if you go to schedule for later, you can always find like all the scheduled posts. Mine are scheduled till June 10. Today is June 2 when I'm recording, right? So what I'll do is I'll just pick one of the topics. Is just bad luck, bro. And I'll go to LinkedIn and I'll paste it here first to see whether, it's relevant to my topic. I'll just quickly go through. It seems pretty relevant. What I'll do is I'll schedule for later. I'll go to June 11 and I post at 9 a.m. every day. So I'll just go ahead and schedule it for now, right? There you go. It takes less than 30 seconds to schedule it and it gets posted automatically. But at this point, I came across another problem. LinkedIn's organic growth, though it is better than Instagram or Facebook, because I was posting a lot of text only content, the reach was naturally very limited. If you post carousels, if you post videos, they definitely get more engagement and more views. But since I was being too lazy and I was like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to like create all this stuff myself. I was like, okay, let's just see what else can we do to increase my reach. Then I remembered one of the interviews that I did with this guy, Udit Goenka, who mentioned that in LinkedIn, when you connect with somebody, it starts force feeding your content in their timeline for at least 7 to 15 days, apparently. So you can check the interview here. It's a fantastic one. And I was like, okay, so basically I need to increase my connection requests, but I didn't have the time. Now, while trying to figure out a solution for this, I came across this particular tool called prosp.ai. Now, prosp.ai is a LinkedIn outbound personalization tool which finds your ideal customers, sends them connection request in a personalized manner, and once they reply back, it kind of carries the whole conversation. So let me just show you a demo of this. So this is the dashboard of prosp.ai, and I'll show you the campaigns that I have created. Okay. So the way it works is you can simply click on create a campaign after logging in and attaching your LinkedIn profile, all of that. So you can click on create campaign from scratch, and let's say call it JP LinkedIn connections. Okay. And I can go here, LinkedIn search, and in the LinkedIn typical search, I can find the kind of people that I want to work with. If you go to search and hit blank search, do nothing else, and see all people results, you'll find a lot of people here. Now, if you go to all filters, you can simply search for a particular connection or a particular follower of yours, or a particular creator in your industry whose followers are your followers as well, whose followers can potentially be your customers as well. So I'll just add the creators. Now at the bottom, you can add some titles where you can do founder or trainer or coach or consultant, or we can call expert or author or speaker. Okay. Now, as you can see, we got a lot of these people that could potentially be my clients. So all we need to do is copy this URL, come back to prosp, paste it here, and extract and import. Now I can create a new list where I can say JP followers list because I want follows from here, and then I'll click on confirm. Fantastic. Now you can see there is already an automation going on. Okay. So you can probably see what happens. I first visit the profile. It mimics a human behavior. I first visit the profile. I like one of the last LinkedIn posts. Then I send a LinkedIn connection request. I can personalize this. If I click on AI prompt, I can search for, let's say, let's add this. Okay. So it will automatically generate like a personalized connection request for them. Just have a look. See, I noticed that you guys offer a bunch of cool coaching programs to sign. So I prefer to not have this. I prefer to have a blank connection request. For some reason, nowadays blank connection request is just working better than anything. But I can definitely send them a LinkedIn message. Okay. So the best thing that, so the best way So the best technique to get the highest number of responses on the LinkedIn messages is just keep this one blank. Like just say, hey, first name, and just save, and then send them a voice note. Like I'll tell you this, nothing works better than voice note. And the best part about this is you can automate voice note as well. So let's say I'll record an audio. You can also have an AI model trained on your voice, but it has this weird US accent that I don't like. So I'll just send the voice note. Let me just record one. And another cool feature of this tool is that it will only send this voice note if they have never replied back to me or never sent me a message. So I'll hit save. Next, I'll wait for 1 day and I can send them another LinkedIn message. So this is not really needed, honestly, at this point. But what I can do to stay engaged is that here I can click on this plus button and I can select, I can just go ahead and comment latest user LinkedIn post. No, I'll like the one of their post again. So that should be good. Okay. So now we have a decent sequence which will activate the new connection request that I have. Now, the thing is, this particular sequence is not designed for lead generation. I have a separate sequence for lead generation as well, which I'll cover in the future videos. But this is just for me to build my authority. I just want them to consume my content and just follow me back so that I get more reach. So when I just did that, I got some really cool results. Well, I hit about 10,000 followers, now about 10,046 followers. And this is something that is working for me. Now, am I just happy with 10,000 followers? Definitely not. So what are the next steps? So what I'll be doing from here on is I'll be posting a lot more content, the text based, but LinkedIn is a multimedia platform. So I'll be posting a lot of short form videos and I'll be also posting a lot of carousels. So in the upcoming videos, I'll show you how exactly I plan on doing that. There are two typical tools that I'll be using. One is HeyGen for short form videos, and for carousels, I'll be using gamma.app, which create very decent professional carousels. And I'll create a video tutorial showing how I go about it, and hopefully you can use the same three-step process yourself. You want access to any of the resources that I've just shared, check the link in the description, download all my AI resources, all my blueprints, templates, everything, and you can do it for yourself. Tutorials of these are also attached in the same doc. So thank you very much for watching, and hit subscribe. We can hang out in the future, right? Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.